Hello, everyone. This is Talk for Glory, episode 81. Yes, we are what I would like to say maybe a couple hours away from Wrestle Kingdom. Don't really know the time zone in Japan, but here in the U.S., here in New York City, Wrestle Kingdom starts around 3 in the morning. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 9 hours away, guys. We are 9 hours away from Wrestle Kingdom, the New Japan WrestleMania. Now, normally we do these kind of videos in December to relax over the holidays, but we thought relax over the holidays first, then New Japan video first. I'll be doing this video again just by myself. Um, really no guests this year for Wrestle Kingdom, unfortunately, but maybe getting a guest for maybe the Royal Rumble, depending how that goes, or just we'll see what the wrestling world gives Talk for Glory. But I know one thing we'll be giving you videos. So without any introduction, without forgetting our introductions, I'm an Angry4, and this is episode 81, and this is New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom predictions. As I list off the matches, I'm on the official New Japan website seeing these matches. And first we'll be having the Clash of Winners. Hiromu Takahashi, the ticking time bomb, Best of Super Juniors winner, versus the headbanger back-to-back Super J Cup winner, ELPL Fantasma. Now, what can I say about this match? There's too much I can say about this match. I love watching Hiromu. I love watching his matches. I love watching his depth-defying spots. The only scary spot is when he nearly. Yeah, no one to really blame here. Just miscommunication on the Dragon Lee incident spot. But that was the only scary spot with Hiromu. I was even fine with watching Hiromu get hurricaned down a flight of stairs by Ishimori. That's how comfortable I was watching Hiromu doing spots. I was perfectly fine with that. So I love watching Hiromu matches. Some of my favorite matches are him versus Kushida, him versus Osprey. Even the best of Super Juniors finals against him versus Despy, which honestly, Gato, if you're gonna get Despy to unmask himself, he should have won the whole thing. So anyone watching, let me know what you think of the best of Super Juniors finals. Should El Desperado should have won? Let us know in the comment section. Sorry, I lost my train of thought, guys, thinking about that amazing match. Feel free to go watch it. Watch it on New Japan World or whatever streaming services you guys want to use. But yeah, so that's what I got to say for Hiromu. Do I believe he'll be winning against El Fantasma? I'll give you my thoughts right after this. Speaking of El Fantasma, the headbanger, as Will Osprey once said, budget cut Prince Devitt. And if you guys have watched Tama's Island, you guys will know that even El Fantasma, and I think a few people on the internet even thought to themselves, my God, this guy looks like Prince Devitt. It's just the light up jacket, guys. That's what really gave the Devitt vibes. I think we all got the Devitt vibes when we saw El Fantasma. But what we have ever expected El Fantasma to win the British Cruiserweight Championship, the IWGP Junior Tag Titles with Ishimori, and the Super J Cup. What a great 2019 El Fantasma had. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we saw less of him in 2020. Some of my favorite matches from El Fantasma while watching him was him against Will Ospreay in King of Pro Wrestling, El Fantasma versus Rocky Romero and Best of Super Juniors. Honestly, that was the most emotional match I've seen from Rocky. Just the crowd was really behind him. Rocky talking about how he's never main evented that special venue. So for him to win and main event and beat El Phantasmo's streak, undefeated streak at that point, that was really huge. El Phantasmo did his part too, guys. But really great matches from both of these men. So if I have to go between Time Bomb versus Headbanger, Super J Best of Super Juniors winner versus Super J Cup winner, I think we may just get, for the first time ever, Bullet Club versus Bullet Club. We may get El Phantasmo versus Taiji Shimori on night 2 of Wrestle Kingdom. All right, so on to my next match on the website. It is a battle of heels. This is a small glimpse of the future that I hope for, and it is Dangerous Techers, Lord Tai Chi, whatever you want to say, and the greatest technical wrestler out there, Zen SJ, Zack Sabre Jr. I'm sorry, Taka, I can't do that good introduction like you do. I wish I could even do a fraction of that good introduction that you do. If you guys haven't seen it, go check out the Taka introduction to Zack Sabre Jr. It's somewhere in our videos here on Talk for Glory. That Madison Square Garden event was still special to us. But back to what I was saying. Dangerous Techers versus the 6-time IWGP Tag Team Champions of the World, the World Tag League winners, God, Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. So this is Bullet Club versus Suzuki-gun. And just to go back off of some of my favorite matches from these guys, with Zack Sabre Jr. and Taichi, my favorite match is, without a shadow of a doubt, them versus the Golden Ace of Kotabushi and Hiroshi Tanahashi. That is my number one go-to favorite match of all time from Dangerous Techers. Sorry, guys, I'm checking my audio. I'm checking my audio here, making sure that everyone can hear me. Oh, hey, Mo. Right now, Smooth is taking a little vacation, so I'm mainly just doing videos on my own for the time being. Smooth will be back, though. I'm hoping that he can join us for the Royal Rumble. But for right now, it's just going to be me. And honestly, since I've got some people watching now, guys, let me know how in 2020 wrestling was for you. Was it hard for you to watch just with no crowd? Hey, Cash Money. Dude, great comment. Go Ace. That is amazing. That is actually an amazing comment right there. Even though you're just saying the intro of Tanahashi's theme song, that like ties into my question. Tanahashi kind of feeds off the crowd. So when you have no crowd, how does your gimmick really function? Someone in the comments, let me know how you feel about this. Let me know how you feel about how you felt about 2020's no crowd. Because I know for some people, they just got tuned out by it. Even for a certain amount of time, it did tune me out. That's why there was barely any videos coming back. But hey, New Japan has crowds. So I've been able to somehow find my will to watch and review and enjoy wrestling. But back to what I was saying, guys. My favorite match of Dangerous Techers is definitely them versus Golden Ace, capturing the tag titles. Not symbolizing, but giving this idea to the crowd, to Ibushi, to the watchers, that Tanahashi is not young anymore. He's not in his 20s anymore. He can't carry New Japan anymore. I love that Dangerous Tekker is technically the new generation. They are the new generation of wrestling. They are They're just at a different level than Tanahashi. Tanahashi will forever be the New Japan Superman, if you would say. He is the New Japan Superman to me. And to me, age is his kryptonite. But back to what I was saying, definitely favorite match. Another good match was, I believe it was it was Taichi and Zack Sabre Jr. versus Yano and Ishii. Now, the reason that was a good match to me was because Taichi has a horrible track record against Taichi. So for even Taichi to for him to pin Ishii, that was just huge to me. Just, okay, finally, check. Just a giant checklist off of Taichi's list of W's. I can finally, I can finally rest easy knowing that I pinned Ishii. Well, that's probably the mindset of Taichi. But now for some of my favorite matches from Gorillas of Destiny. Some of my favorite matches from Gorillas of Destiny was, well, one of the obvious, Evil and Sonata. Way back in the first time they fought each other, and Tamatanga countered a magic killer into a gun stun. I will never forget my reaction to that. That was so amazing. Guys, still free to comment. Let me know your favorite matches of this. Since I'm doing these videos by myself, this is kind of how this is like my format of doing the video. Let me know how you guys feel about this, just so I know if you guys are really into it. Let me know like your favorite spots, your favorite matches, or just anything. Favorite about New Japan. It's Wrestle Kingdom season, guys. That's more Ring of Honor, but it's still Gorillas. Or the Gorillas versus Villain Enterprise versus Even Sonata versus the Briscoes at Madison Square Garden. That one really showed me that Ring of Honor had a real Frankenstein within this guy. God damn, I'm forgetting this guy's name. It's been a while since I've seen Ring of Honor. So guys, if you guys know like the members of Villain Enterprises, um please comment down below because I'm like drawing a blank right now. I know Brody Lee and PCO. It's PCO. There we go. I was gonna say CFO, but I know that's not. I know that's not the name. That's one of WWE's music productions. But yeah, so PCO is a real Frankenstein. When when the Gorillas power bombed him outside the ring. So that's one of my other favorite matches from the Gorillas of Destiny. I enjoyed watching Dangerous Tekkers versus Gorillas of Destiny during World Tag League. I knew that Gorillas were going to beat them, just because they had Jado on their side, and when Kendo Stick meets man, Kendo Stick wins. I'm not saying that the Gorillas need Jado because 6-time IWGP Tag Team Champions, 6 times, guys. But come this match, I'm looking forward to some technical wrestling. I'm looking I'm looking forward to seeing Taichi sing his theme song down that ramp. I'm looking forward to Tongaloa cursing the shit out of everyone. In case nobody gets that reference, in one of Loa's matches, he gets chopped and punched and kicked, and he's just cursing up a storm. If I can link it down below, now if I can find the video, I'll link it down below, guys. But yeah, that's something that's happened. So if I have to choose between one of these teams, I want to say the Gorillas of Destiny. I feel like Taichi and Zach are good, specifically as singles, especially Zach. Taichi, Taichi is just gonna go after the never, and Zach should probably get back that British heavyweight championship from Osprey, one way or another. And then Gorilla's 7-time tag team champions, World Tag League winners, just another accomplishment. Okay, so time for the next match. Also, I'm going in order of the website, guys. Next match is Satoshi Kojima versus the IWGP US, not champion, guys, briefcase winner, Kenta. How do I say this, guys? We all know Juice was supposed to be here. For me, this just feels really weird to see Kojima challenging Kenta for the US title briefcase, knowing damn well Kojima probably isn't beating him. Because let's be honest here, guys. Kojima versus Moxley. I don't think Kojima's fit to take a Death Rider. When I say fit, I just mean like he isn't young anymore. So I'm just gonna be brief about this. I think Kenta's gonna win. He's had to fight too many people to defend his briefcase. He's defended against Tanahashi. He had to go through a tournament in the US. At this point, you may as well let Kenta appear on AEW, beat Moxley, and then just go back to Japan with the US title. But I do believe Kojima can pull out a good match in the Dome and Wrestle Kingdom in the Tokyo Dome. So at best, this match should have been the opener. Nothing against these guys, just we all kind of know who's winning this. Time for the next match. It is Cash Money. Just this is actually perfect. It is the Great O-Khan versus the Ace of the Universe, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Where do I start on this match? Now, I do like Great O-Khan as like the heater for Will Osprey. Like he's the big muscle. Well, also Cobb. I think Cobb's bigger muscle than O-Khan. But Tanahashi, the Ace of the Universe, versus the Great O-Khan at Wrestle Kingdom. I don't think it's necessary to see how this plays out. Feel like this is just another Wrestle Kingdom for Tanahashi to be at. He does need something to do. If the IC and World Championship ever, one moment, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back, and back to what I was saying. I do believe that Great O-Khan versus Tanahashi is going to be a great match. I love Great O-Khan for what he does. I do think that him and Jeff Cobb are future IWGP tag team champions, whether that be around Wrestle Kingdom, whether that be around Wrestle Kingdom next year, World Tag League, Dominion. I do know that one day Great O-Khan and Jeff Cobb will be tag team champions. But as for tomorrow or tonight at the Tokyo Dome, Wrestle Kingdom. It'll be the Ace standing tall against the Great Okan. Also, I like that little scream that Okan does. It's kind of funny, but it's sad that we won't be able to hear the crowd go Ace. But anyways, on to the next match. Oh man, this match is one I'm looking forward to. I just finished watching the G1 match from last year and not this year. Last year was a lot better. And it is, well, you know what, screw it, so we'll call him it. It is the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada versus the aerial assassin, the British heavyweight champion, Will Osprey. Now, how else do you tell a better story than Osprey versus Okada? Osprey has always played second place to Okada. Let's be honest, guys. When you think of New Japan, you either think of the long reigning IWGP heavyweight champion, Kazuchika Okada, the guy that had a great 5-star match at Wrestle Kingdom 11 against Kenny Omega, or you think, oh, the guy that did a bunch of flips with Ricochet. That's just how some of the wrestling world does view it. And that's just not the case, honestly. 2019 was Osprey's best work, but some way, somehow, Okada was able to outshine him. Osprey doing Best of Super Juniors, World Cup, G1, Super J Cup, Junior Tag League, and yet the spotlight still rained on Okada. I understand Osprey's heel turn, creating his own empire with Jeff Cobb, Great Okan, B. Priestley. There's not a stronger there's not a stronger group of people behind Osprey than that. He's got his girl, he's got two heavy powerhouses, and above all, he's got the British Heavyweight Championship. This is probably the best way to represent the UK in Osprey's eyes, maybe. But Osprey versus Okada, no stipulation, no titles on the line. This is just about Okada getting payback on Osprey. That is strictly what this match is about. And even though Osprey's got all the experience in the world against, I mean, Okada's got a bunch of experience over Osprey, and the record over each other is Okada 4, Osprey 1. I feel like Osprey's going to be able to make it 4-2. Now, similar to the Jay White video I did 2 years ago with Young Smooth and Jet, where we talked about, oh no, Okada versus Jay White, it's Okada winning easily. I'm going to throw my hat in the game again and say, Osprey wins this. We look at New Beginning, we look at New Year's Dash, and we see Osprey challenging for the Unified, Intercontinental, and World Heavyweight Championship. And there is where we see Osprey's reign of terror. So, again, my bet for this match is Will Osprey. All right, guys, we're at the main event. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. I'm missing the Never Openweight Championship match. That's on night 2, so I'm not going to talk about it. If anything, when I watch night 1 tomorrow, if I'm really up for it and if I can, then I will do a night 2 predictions as well, and I'll just talk about that tomorrow. But we're at the main event for tonight. It is the battle of the stiffest necks in the business. It is the battle of I'm going to kill you. It is Not So Tranquilo versus the Terminator. I mean, well, you guys get what the hell I'm saying. Tatsuya Naito versus Kotabushi. No, Mr. Double Champ, El Ingobernabre versus Kotabushi. These guys have an interesting past. They were just last year they were fighting for the IC championship in Madison Square Garden. And Ibushi came out on top, and then at Dominion, Naito won the title back. So to see, well, he is the G1 winner. G1 winner Kota Ibushi versus double champ Naito. The record is pretty obvious here, but I do believe that Ibushi can get a few upset spots on Naito, and then he ends Naito's double champ reign. Even though he just got it back from Evil, I want to see Ibushi a champion. I don't count the never openweight championship a heavyweight championship, but and I know he won the IC, but that just got back on Naito. So I want to see him win the world heavyweight championship. And I always thought that they can treat Ibushi better than they treated Omega. Naito's already had his moment. His moment was last year. It got screwed over by the pandemic, but he still had it. So I'm pulling for Ibushi to win this match. I guess I will talk about a little about night two because some of these things do have repercussions. Um, Now I do hope Ibushi wins this match because on night two, wait, damn it. Sorry guys, I'm just checking my audio. On night two, the winner of Ibushi versus Naito faces Jay White, the first ever guy to win the G1 briefcase from someone else. Just like how Tanahashi beat AJ Styles and King of Pro Wrestling to take away his Wrestle Kingdom main event. So it'll be either Ibushi or Naito versus Jay White, and I'm pulling for Ibushi because I feel like this year is his way of avenging himself. But if Jay White wins, hey, that's gonna be great too. Now, where does this leave Naito? I believe Naito is a way better chaser than champion. I like him chasing the belt. Honestly, I really do hope that they find a way to not dislocate, defuse the belts. Probably have probably have someone drop the title around New Japan Cup and just have it be for that. Because I'm not a fan of the whole double title thing. Because it now just leaves the US that has been MIA since the pandemic. So I know it's not Moxley's fault. The never openweight championship that like at least 10 people that you know are not challenging for the heavyweight or cannot win the heavyweight are going after. Like, come on, guys. Do you guys really see Suzuki winning the World Heavyweight Championship? Maybe if he was 10 to 15 years younger. But, oh, wait, saw that comment. Let's go tranquilo. I like that cash money. But it's better to have someone like Goto be the IC champion. At least it's a step above never. We have the Junior Heavyweight Championship that is, again, for juniors. So it really leaves the heavyweights in a particular spot. The never six man are just never six men, where 9 out of 10 chance it's just Taguchi and fill in the blank. Don't get me wrong, I love Taguchi, but the, I miss the IC title. I used to think of the IC championship probably as it was like the World Heavyweight Championship. Don't get me wrong, it's not the World Heavyweight Championship, but it was entertaining. When people like Shinsuke had it, when people like Naito had it, when people like Suzuki had it, I liked watching people hold the IC title just because it was something to take my eyes off the world heavyweight. I enjoyed Okada's reign, but at a certain time I just got sick of it. So to look at the IC title and go, oh, Naito's holding the belt. Fun match with Taichi. That's good. Fun match with Suzuki. That's good. Hell, you guys could have Osprey challenge for it. And I'm gonna match what I said previously. where Osprey gets the Jay White push of beat Okada, challenge next. That'd actually be pretty cool if Ibushi beats Jay White and then looks forward to meeting Osprey. They have a match at Wrestle Kingdom G1. Yeah, they have one match at Wrestle Kingdom, two matches at G1. And I guess this would be Osprey's way of tying up the score. But yeah, that's just about everything I've had to say for Wrestle Kingdom 15's predictions. Remember, guys, I may be doing episode 82 as predictions part two. Yeah, part two, day two. But yeah, I'll be doing that. And Mo, just to answer a question from just because I didn't say it properly, Young Smooth will be coming back around the Royal Rumble time. I'll still be dropping a few videos here and there. But as for right now, I've given you all I can. Thank you so much earlier for giving us those views on the Brody Lee video again. Rest in peace, Brody. Feel free to watch our Wrestler of 2020 video. I really enjoyed talking about my favorites matches and just hearing out everyone's feedback on Discord. Again, feel free to join our Discord. All right, guys. So remember, guys, to drop a like, drop a sub. Feel free to message myself on Twitter at enigma_b4_. My Instagram's pretty much the same. V4. And you can join our Discord. So again, guys, I'm Enigma V4. Drop a like, drop a sub, and I'm signing out.